William, we're welcoming William Hildebrandt now. It's Super Bowl weekend.
That's right. The biggest American sporting event. It's the championship in American football. And watching the ads for many fans is almost as enjoyable as watching the game itself, packed with celebrities like David Beckham and Scarlett Johansson, and viewed by more than 100 million people in the United States. Is it any wonder that 30 seconds of advertising during the event will cost $4 million? For more on this story, let's listen to Siobhan Silk.
Like always, the most watched show on US television is drawing in advertising's big guns like Coca-Cola, General Motors and Budweiser. But does it make sense to shell out $4 million for a 30-second slot?
If you have a specific message, or if you're traditionally a Super Bowl advertiser, I think it does make sense. You can send a message to the average consumer, buy my product, we're American made, or you're sending a message to your stockholders. We're healthy financially to make a marketing play this big.
American brands aren't the only ones trying to capture some of the record viewership. Israel's at-home soda maker SodaStream and the British luxury car marque Jaguar have also secured ad spots. The only retailer to advertise during this Super Bowl is Swedish clothing giant H&M. The company is breaking new ground by introducing an interactive T-commerce ad, the first of its kind.
If you have a Samsung Smart TV, while you're watching the game and you see the commercial, the collection will appear around the commercial, so you're going to see it. Then you can click on it, and and you type in your mobile number, and it leads you into hnm.com, and you continue the shopping.
Factoring in production and marketing costs, companies spend roughly $10 million to advertise during the Super Bowl. In America, over 100 million pairs of eyes will be watching on Sunday, and for many viewers, the commercials get as much attention as the game.
Okay, take us through the markets now.
All right. Well, markets in China and South Korea closed thanks to Chinese New Year there. Stocks in Japan down after opening up thanks to the fastest rise in consumer prices in 5 years. The country also had positive employment and manufacturing data, but the real winner is Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who pledged to revive growth and end 15 years of falling prices. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the other company news. Google saw a big climb in fourth quarter revenue. Sales in its core ad business were up more than 20% for the second straight year, but it wasn't easy. The internet search giant was able to weather lower ad prices thanks to retailers spending more on advertising during the holidays.
It was a different tale for Amazon, who missed sales and profit forecasts for the crucial fourth quarter. It was the most competitive holiday shopping season since the Great Recession. Hampered by shipping delays, Amazon said its disappointing results reflect the money it spent in offering free gift certificates and waiving shipping fees.
Big news from Zynga. Fourth quarter sales were down 43%, worse than analysts expected. In an effort to turn it all around, the company announced it's cutting 15% of its workforce and that it acquired hit mobile game maker Natural Motion for $527 million. Zynga was recently replaced by King.com as Facebook's top game producer.
And finally, an interesting story out of Japan about a traditional doll maker trying to find a modern twist. What's all that about?
The U.S. Ambassador Caroline Kennedy and the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe have been immortalized into miniature figurines known as Hina dolls. These dolls are used to ward bad luck away from young girls during Girls' Day in March. Kennedy and Abe were chosen because they lifted people's spirits during the year, but the doll maker says it wasn't easy recreating the Japanese Prime Minister. Let's take a listen.
There aren't many images of Mr. Abe when he's smiling. We really want smiles, as we want to create something which people will see as cheerful. Mr. Abe doesn't really smile.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that. William Hildebrandt with all the business news. Well, now it's time.